playing role, right?
All right.
Now they have to support the puck, and players I see that players get taught because they're doing so many drills. They do something and then they stay in that role instead of passing and going. They pass when they watch,
Right.
and I really saw like all those drills I sent you guys. The biggest change I see right now from other times I've been going to pro practices for years, right? Now when they do a 2-on-1, they play the whole play out. They go for the rebound, make the play. The next group doesn't leave until they're done. Where before it was all about getting the flow in the practice. You
Yeah.
go,
Yeah.
you take a shot to 2-on-1 and then go back to line. And the rebound's sitting there behind the net. And now they're playing them out. And you know, that is a big change in practice.
Yeah. Yeah. And kind of speaks a little bit to what we're talking about. The drill looks a little less pretty, but it's actually much more effective.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want you don't want to teach players, to take a shot and net and not go after the rebound, right? And the defense not to, react to whatever the situation is.
Yeah. That's
It's
like,
like I don't know if a common thing I see in a real flow drill sometimes. Maybe it's they end up with going in and shooting on the goalie. As they're shooting, they're turning towards the line already
yes. Yeah. I was just going to
instead
say
of
that. 100%.
yeah, instead of
100%.
following the shot for a rebound.
Yeah. Tracking the puck, something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you watch some of those drills, you'll notice it's really noticeable that they're playing it out, and sometimes the coaches have to yell at them to play it out because they're ready to go back to line, eh?
Yeah. And that one you're talking about is interesting too. Like going to a practice and then asking a coach, do you, in a game, do your players go after rebounds to try to score? Yeah. Well, how come in your shooting drill, like you're saying, Tom, how come in your shooting drill, they shoot the puck and as they're shooting, they're curling left or right to go back into line?
Yeah,
There's usually just a blank stare.
yeah, yeah. Because to follow the shot and then the rebound. I mean, I think most of the goals I ever scored in my life are on rebounds.
Yeah. And you can add just a simple element of after you shoot, get the puck, and you could put a coach, if you have them, or a player on either sidewall and make a pass to that player or something so that they're getting the puck and not just like stopping or whatever, but actually recovering a puck, making a pass, maybe something like that to keep them involved.
Yeah, I've been pretty impressed because I've watched the NHL, the American League, and then there was a major junior practice going on with the Vancouver Giants. I didn't know who it was, but they were doing some good stuff too. There's a few videos from them too.
Tom, I wonder if you could speak to the Flames' performance and how well they're doing. And you've watched them since training camp, the American League team, and then the big team, which they uh, eventually are getting to the numbers of the team. If you could talk about how they practice, maybe one of the reasons they're having such success.
Well, they practice really fast, and that's their goal. But I don't know why people are saying they're going to be 31st place. They've got good forwards, and they brought in a bunch of NHL defensemen, but they do everything quick in practice. I mean, they're moving that puck and they're going to the net and they're finishing the plays. Like their whole identity is all about playing really fast. And if you watch the breakout in the NHL, people are not going standing at the hash marks, waiting for a puck. As soon as they see their G's got control of the puck, the winger on that puck side is going, skates up the boards, turns around and rear end right into the D so they can chip pucks out or tap it back to the center or jackhammer back to the D. Everybody's moving. The wide winger is going to the blue line on the other side of the ice, slashing across. So it's really hard for D to, pinch because these guys are flying behind them. They'll give up breakaways. So, they play really fast. And I think they've done it in the games too. And, and they got a goalie that was an MVP in Major Junior. He's the best goalie in Major Junior, and he was the MVP of the American Hockey League. And everybody's saying, "Oh, he's too small. He's only 6 feet tall." Well, Sirkin or whatever his name is for the Rangers is 6'1", and everybody thinks he's the best goalie in the world. So that's another reason is they have way better goaltending than other people thought they'd have. They play the game well. It's fun to watch them. But I get a little access because the assistant GM, his daughter plays for us, so he lets me go and gives me a booth to watch practices in and all this kind of stuff. And